Welcome back to the council. This is episode 2. We've got some guests.
Hi, I'm Wyatt, owner and founder of 3&A Basketball.
You're not a guest.
You're not the guest.
Hey, but you said I was going to go.
You're the owner and you forget.
Do it.
Introduce them.
Okay, I'm joined here with Noble Hollinger, the first official captain, the second official captain, Weston Duncan. I'm really excited to hear from them and get their thoughts on the upcoming season.
Noble, you want to share a little bit about yourself and your team?
Yeah, so this is my third year, playing in the league.
In the 3v3 league.
In the 3v3 league.
Yeah.
My team's Dunk Dynasty, so a bit of the backstory. I was scrolling on YouTube late one night, and Duck Dynasty came up, and I was like,
It's crazy.
I like this show, brought back memories.
They're making more episodes.
I know,
I'm excited.
You excited for the reboot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like very.
So you just saw it on your
It's
feed?
a star-studded lineup.
You just saw it on your feed? And
Yeah, I saw it on my feed, and then one of the next things was the 3BA, or the 3NA, my bad.
Okay.
You're
Whoa.
good?
It's
And I was like, well, I knew
guy.
I was a captain, so the thoughts started rolling, and I was like,
meant to
why
be.
not Dunk Dynasty?
One thing led to another.
Yeah,
thought
one
this
thing
should've
led
What
to
been
Duck
had
Dynasty
much
character do you think you most
before.
resemble?
What'd you say?
Uncle
What
Si.
Duck Dynasty
Probably
character
Si,
do you think
yeah.
you most resemble?
Yeah, I'm going Psy,
Uncle Si.
He is cold.
Yeah.
the legend.
Yeah. Weston, how'd you come up with your name? Or announce your name, too.
Yeah. So our team name's the Palms. I thought of it because I love like tropical places, but it's also like a double meaning because palm, like you palm the ball. So our logo is going to be a palm tree, and we're going to be called the Palms. But we're going to have like a basketball. No, our logo will be a palm tree, and then it's going to be a coconut falling off the palm tree that looks like a basketball. It's going to be really cool.
Is there gonna be a hand in there?
Struggling
Probably
to see the
somewhere.
connection.
I'm gonna have to design this logo, but I really think we'll be a top-notch team. I expect to have the best name in the entire league, probably.
I
Our
think
color-
Dunk's a little better.
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll just have to see. I think we'll be the better team for sure.
I don't know.
So far,
Let's
are
not
the
start
two
this now.
announced teams right
Yeah,
now?
we're the only
Dunk
two
Dynasty
so far.
is my
So
favorite.
you guys are getting a sneak peek. These are the first two teams announced. I think our colors will be like teal or probably. I would go turquoise, but that's kind of like the league colors. So I'm starting to think maybe like more of a sand,
Don't wanna
sand
blend in.
color.
Sand.
So we're looking for some good players on the team. Hopefully, we'll get a nice first draft pick, and then second round we'll pick someone up pretty good as well.
Why don't you pull up the Instagram questions?
You want
and-
to answer those now?
Yeah, we can
Are you
ask
gonna-
the
you gonna roll?
captains.
Okay.
No, but what color is you going to be for your team?
green and like dirt brownish is what I'm
Those
thinking.
camo
camo-
colors.
A dark green, more of a camo.
Makes sense.
Like swampy looking color.
We're not going to be able to see your team when we
Question number
film
one.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 1 from Will. If you had
Oh.
to recruit one fictional character to your guys' basketball teams, who would it be and why?
Anyone?
Dunk Dynasty. Can you think of someone off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I think another captain in this league.
That's not a
Very
fictional
fictional.
character.
That's not a fictional character.
Like a
That's
fake
crazy.
Oh, it's fictional? I thought it was
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah. Like mine would be Winnie the Pooh.
Whoa.
Number 1.
Not much. He's not very mobile, dude.
He'll go for the.
I think mine would be Abraham Lincoln.
That would be. That's good, Noble.
That's once
No,
again
that
not
was
a
good.
fictional character.
I mean, we just watched his reboot
I know.
video on Instagram. He's back. He's roaming the streets
He's
as we
back.
speak. So
I know.
What's
I mean, he
probably
could be a
could join.
fictional character. What if
He's-
they're lying to us?
exactly, we don't know.
That's
We don't
true.
know.
That's a valid point, though. Lesson, you go.
long time ago.
I mean, keeping with that theme, I'd probably have to go with like I know it's harder. It's harder.
George Washington?
Yeah, you could do something like that, but
Another fictional character.
I'd potentially think of someone more like
Thanos?
Thanos would be pretty cool. I think I'd probably go like
Spit it
I
out.
like Stitch. I like Stitch from
Oh,
Lilo and
okay.
Stitch. I'd probably pick him because he has that anger within him, but he also would be very unassuming. People would probably think we're not going to be very good, but then he'd come out there and really would surprise people.
They're going to reboot that movie. It's coming out.
It is.
soon.
It's another reboot.
He
So,
was
like,
at
we're
the
sticking
Super
with the
Bowl.
themes. I'm excited
Yeah.
for the live action for sure.
Did you guys see that video of like the grandpa like watching that video and
I
he
thought
thot it was
Stitch was
real?
actually at the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
You guys see the Super Bowl?
At the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was a Super Bowl
Yes,
commercial.
yeah,
You thought that was real?
Yeah, like he thought it was real. He was like shocked.
He was shocked.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Also from Will, if you could steal one skill from any basketball player of all time, whose skill would you take?
I don't watch any players.
Dude, come on. You can think of
Can't come
basketball.
up with any.
I could think of one.
You-
I'd probably pick out the fakes from Larry Bird. He had some of the greatest fakes ever.
Critical thinking,
he
bro.
Really made
Freaking
people look
love it.
silly out there. So I'd have to go with that for sure. No question.
Critical thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually gonna take something from Larry Bird also, so I'll pivot, and I'm gonna say Tim Duncan's bank shot,
Whoa.
classic.
That's interesting.
Spurs legend.
Are we all
Exactly.
done?
I think I would take the quickness of Mo Cheeks.
Mo
Maurice
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Cheeks, yes. I'm a big fan of that guy.
Mo's
I
cheeks.
really would like his quickness.
I think you'd like the sheets.
Mo's cheeks.
No, it's Mo.
Why do you have one?
Like,
cheeks.
I don't even think I have
I
one.
have
Maybe Wemby's height.
Maybe.
Is that a skill?
That's crazy.
It is for him.
Maybe Brian Scalabrini's passion.
Oh, he did have that.
Yeah.
Closer to
Yeah,
LeBron.
that-
The white Mamba.
Yeah. He's my favorite player. All right, next question. What kind of player are you looking to draft? What do you? What kind of
An
like, what do you
overall
wanna
player,
see
a
out of your
team
player?
player, a team player, like
Okay.
team first. It's always team first.
That's your biggest thing, team.
Is this
Team.
for the coaches or for everyone? I
This
guess
for coaches.
For the
yeah.
captains.
Captains.
Or yeah, the coach or the captains. I mean, I have specific names in mind, but the people in the podcast might not know. But I have my targets. But I'm looking for someone that's like athletic, but also a team player. That'll be smart, but will also be willing to lay themselves down for the betterment of the Palms. So we're really looking for that Palm mentality, and I think we'll find it with the players.
How would you
Good answer.
describe palm mentality?
Yeah.
It's just about
Is it
like
more like laid back?
it's also it's
Big
like
hands.
yeah, it's about like not going out there and like being too try hard, but like expecting nothing less than a championship. Like
So
we're gonna
being
go,
a chill guy.
yeah, we'll be chill, but we're gonna be the best team. So like we're not gonna really like go out there and like we probably won't even warm up. I don't know.
The no stretchers.
We'll just see. It's like the laid back ocean beach life, but we're also gonna
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
really turn some heads this year.
Turn the
like that.
tide.
Yeah.
What are you looking for, Noble?
I'm just looking for. I mean, I kind of already answered, but like, just a team player and overall heart for the game. I don't care as much about offense. Like, I want defense. Getting them boards,
Defense wins
boxing out.
championships.
Exactly.
Was that your strategy in the Duncan Cribs era?
Didn't work well.
Oh dang!
That's not really what I meant. I was just curious. what
That's
the
crazy.
strategy- Yeah.
Sorry, no.
No, it's all good.
This is my first season too.
How's your strategy changed for this
all good.
season after 2 failed seasons?
So the first 2 years,
Emphasis
I
on
really
failed.
went
Failed
for.
seasons is crazy.
I wouldn't say failed because we made the playoffs both
Exactly.
year. We beat some tough teams and we lost to some bad teams.
You lost the Shockers.
Shockers were good.
It's crazy. This is my first.
they
This is
were.
really my first year in the league. Like I had a quick appearance last year with the Squashmallows.
Squashmallows.
The Squashmallows.
That was a mythical name.
Yeah, and we really were pretty rough.
How did you come up with the name Squashmallow? It's like what is a Squashmallow?
It's like so like those really trendy things all the kids love these days, like the Squishmallows. I was like, those are kind of cool, and I think it'd make a good team name. So I was like, what if I took those but made them just a tad bit more intimidating? It's like the Squashmallows.
That's crazy.
And it worked, and we had great jerseys, probably the best jerseys by far last year, I'd say.
Almost the
That
only
could be
ones.
like a
We were pretty much-
business.
Yeah, I think it was a beautiful name, but I decided to retire them for the betterment because it just was not fair to have a name that was like S tier and then all the other tier names were probably.
That's fair.
I never
See
even
anything
knew the
S
name
tier?
was Squashmallows. I thought it was Squishmallows the entire time.
I think it was
Me too.
interchangeable.
You have a
Sometimes
totally
it would say
different-
Well, wasn't
squish.
it spelled Squishmallows?
I think it might have
Squash.
been.
You have a totally different view on the name now that's squash and not squish.
No.
Oh.
It was a cool team, but we had a pretty tough roster, and we had a late entrance into the season, so we didn't go very far. This year, we're definitely gonna take the Squashmallows. Like we're gonna keep that.
mentality.
You could say, I mean, we're gonna have the Palm mentality now, is what we'll call it, but definitely carrying over what the Squashmallows did. But we're gonna make it better. this
Is
year.
the Palm jerseys going to be better than the Squashmallow jerseys?
I think they'll be more legit. The Squashmallows were homemade, so like we did them in house. These ones will be actually designed by probably a company, but I'm gonna make sure they look top notch. I'm really into like design and making things look colorful, so I think our jerseys will stand out beyond any other teams. Probably.
Weston, what were the Squashmallows missing, and why were they not?
We were
top
missing a
team?
third player, unfortunately.
We had 3. I was
Ouch.
under team.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Sorry, Bo.
Whoa! Shout out to Bo.
Whoops.
Bo's a great player.
Nothing against Bo. I don't think he's returning this year, is he?
He might make an appearance.
The player list.
He might
isn't
be
released.
like a sub. So just Bo didn't bring too much value to our team.
I'm sorry. It's crazy. I'm still thinking about the
How do I put this
podcast. It's wild.
nicely?
To be fair, both never played. He knocked some critical threes down.
I'll say it's. I know Bo wasn't a basketball player, so I didn't expect much of him. But it was hard to see every other team have 3 solid players, and for me to have to carry. And then Wyatt kind of is like in his own world half the time. Like it wasn't easy to be the leader of that team.
Most time that world is screaming at you to pass the ball.
Exactly. Or bricking a 3. So yeah, Bo had some good shots. He played good for who he was, but that's not the player I'm looking for this year. So wish him the best of luck, but I'm gonna have to part ways.
Let's hear another question.
Okay. From Mr. McLean,
Oh, Mr. McLean.
we really appreciate what you do for our league, and his question is,
You got your
Well-
phone back.
what is your main goal for your 3-and-A career? What's your guys' main goals for your 3-and-A
Win a
career?
championship.
Do you want to just a championship, or do you want to go for a 3-peat? Take what Juave, take it from Juave, and then get it for yourself.
I take it one season at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So I am a 2-time reigning champ of Duncan Cribs, but like, if I win this season, does that make it a 3-peat?
Yeah.
Or does it
For
restart?
you, it does.
Does it restart?
Why? Because this is the first year of 3A.
Yeah, this is the first official season of 3A.
Well,
And it's way bigger. Like this year is the first year of like.
We
it being,
talked
like,
about the
a
NBA
big
3A is
event.
really a different beast.
It's definitely a different beast. It's a different animal.
We talked about the 3A, the NBA, how they had like a merger.
Yeah,
That's kind of what we are, and they keep their stats from those times.
that's true.
We went from Babu Frick to Rankar. That's just,
That's true. So I guess
That-
those championships do count. They're just kind of like they're lesser. They're not valued as much. Like they're like they're like bubble
for sure. I agree they're not
championships.
valued as much, but I definitely think they should count because it was a historic time.
they'll be on the website in the record books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little like thing at the very bottom, like in tiny print.
Yeah.
so small you can't even see.
Exactly. You need a magnifying glass.
Duncan Cruz.
My goal for our team is I want to be a team that when people see they're playing us like on the schedule, like they're intimidated, like they don't want to show up, and like I hope we carry that across the league because like I don't even if we don't win the championship, which I hope we do, I hope people are like dang like we have to play the Palms this week and like they don't want to
That's
do that.
good.
And we're gonna bring so much hype, it'll be like I already have ideas of things we'll be doing and bringing to the league that no one else will be doing. Like we'll be involving.
Can you
like,
share? Can you share an idea?
If I share it, people will just copy it. Is the sad part. But like
That's
it can involve
valid.
like fog machines, like driving. Like we could drive our team like straight to the court. Like, we'll be doing like probably like
Crazy
throwing
stuff.
like buckets of like Kool-Aid everywhere.
It's a good thing you didn't give
Before
out
the
the
win,
ideas.
We'll probably be having like balloon animals everywhere. Like it'll be wild stuff. But like we'll definitely have a presence and people will feel that like when they're playing and they won't want to come to the games. But we want the people to come to watch. But the team playing us, they won't want to come because they'll have to play us.
I see. That's good.
This championship's
great.
gonna be
Great.
so hard because like with 12 teams, even if each team has an even chance at winning, that's still only like an 8% chance at winning, which is crazy.
I know.
It's crazy low.
Unless you're on my team, because then you've made it to the championship and the second round of the playoffs.
Okay. My favorite question. What is your favorite quote from one of the captains? I'm going to take this one first. And it comes from my boy Noble Hollinger. The other day we were driving in the car. It was just a normal day.
Last minute trip from
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it was everything was going normal until Noble said something that really hit me.
It did hit.
He said, "The faster I go," because we were just talking about his driving. We were really
It's really there was a lot of
yeah.
traffic.
It's immaculate.
we were impressed by his driving, staying right in the center of the lines. And I said, Noble, like, how can you handle this? And how do you look so not intimidated on the road? And he looks at me and said, the faster I go, the slower things get.
Statcom right.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
That's
means a lot.
good.
It's like Deadeye and Red Dead 2. Like you just always have
Everything
it on.
slows down.
Exactly.
And
It's crazy.
it didn't hit me until later that night when I was trying to go to bed, and I just couldn't.
Couldn't sleep.
You were thinking about that?
Yeah. It meant a lot to me, man. I thank
Thanks,
you.
bro.
Does anyone
crazy?
else have quotes?
That's probably like the only quote we're gonna be able to come up
Yeah,
with.
Yeah, I really can't think of any like right now.
It's a good question, but it's
Yeah.
it's unanswerable for most of us.
I
True,
like-
true.
this is
true.
another good question. Who has more Riz?
Out of everyone at the table?
No, between the two captains.
Oh. I thought we all knew the answer if it was everyone.
Only one has a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
it's gotta be
an
one.
unfortunate statistic.
You want to like try to make a?
It's
You want to try
Like
to
a case. Do you
battle
wanna,
back? Yeah, you wanna, like
I'm not gonna make a
your
case
case?
for myself.
not you.
No,
You're
no.
already winning.
I don't have a case.
You're already
Okay.
winning.
Oh.
Oops, you won.
Can and have you ever between the captains been able to dunk a basketball on 10-foot regulation?
I have a couple times.
With like a small ball, yes, but full basketball, no.
Well, that was answered pretty quick. Let's
Yeah.
move
Yeah,
on.
I
that's
I mean, a small basketball is easy though.
Bad question.
that's the perfect thing about our league is like there's very few in their lives that are gonna get to dunk a basketball when you really think about it.
Yeah.
So when we lower the hoops, we like appeal to the average man.
It's like the Make-A-Wish thing. It's like I'm serious.
It is, dude.
Make a wish to dunk a basketball.
That's how we get our
can
player
you-
list. People will be owners over the teams like the NBA has like Mark Cuban or used to have Mark Cuban.
I think if somebody offers us a large sum of money and they want to own a team, I'm going to give them the green light. Of it.
I think it's too early to franchise because whatever we sell it for, a franchise is not going to be worth.
Well,
it's
yeah.
going to go up in so much in value over the course of this season. It's going to be crazy.
This is down the line.
yeah,
a
in the
little
near
bit.
future. In the
And does the
not
owner
near future.
play in the league, or is it just a fourth person?
No.
I think
he
they just
owns
own the team.
Like he funds like the jerseys.
Who would want to do
everything.
that right now, though?
We
Like,
need-
maybe down
No
the
one
line.
yet,
We just need someone rich.
unless I want to get in early because this is going to be huge.
It's like an investment right now.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't want to sell any of our franchises because I would definitely sell, like buy.
This
it.
league's like a better investment than Bitcoin,
The
honestly.
right, like yet that we haven't given any of our teams value. Like we have to make them iconic this season, and then you could potentially look at selling them off.
The Palms are going to be worth a lot.
I think our team is going to be like an S tier.
Does the
like I said.
captain profit though? Like if the captain doesn't buy it,
The owner,
Well, it's
the
not my
owner can
team,
choose if
though.
he's going to pay like the players. Like the owner has rights over
I mean, I
everything.
created my team, but it's owned by the three.
The owner would choose their captain, and the captain would choose the players.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if the Palms were sold, I wouldn't get anything. Probably.
Like the owner could choose to pay you, I guess.
So a big opportunity coming up for me and my other co-owner. Unfortunately, Landon won't be there, but
Unless he figures something
we
out.
were in talks with the Pacers organization, and they invited us out to spend the weekend down there. And we're gonna get to play a few games and get to tour the facility, and we're really excited. And yeah,
Is it gonna be filmed?
it's gonna be filmed.
Oh, it's
Great.
going to be documented
yeah,
and
we're
nice.
looking for actual a full form YouTube video. Our first YouTube video besides the podcast, so I'm really excited for that. And I think it's gonna,
What will be taking place? Is it going to be games? Full court? 10 foot?
Yeah,
I thought you guys were just scouting out like a potential venue
We will
for
be looking
around the
future
venue.
expansion.
we'll be looking all.
Who's going to play? Are players from our league traveling to Indy for this?
Yes,
I
Maybe a
first
few.
time I've heard
a few players are gonna be.
I don't think the Palms were extended an invitation. Was the Dunk Dynasty extended an invitation, Noble?
We were not.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard this.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay.
It's been kind of under the table.
Well, good for the teams that were invited. You know, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, thank you Pacers for inviting us.
Is there
out.
gonna be like
Looking
a
forward to it.
Portillo's meal in there?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I
get a
would
cake
make a
shake.
trip for that. The chocolate
Portillo's-
cake shake hits way too
Chocolate cake shake Portillo's.
hard. Best dessert.
Sponsor these guys.
Portillo sponsorship would be crazy.
That would be great.
They're
That-
missing
A
out.
cake, like a cake shake after every game,
Oh yeah.
like pre
And before, and halftime.
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's too crazy to say each cake shake takes like a year off your life.
No.
At least.
You wouldn't-
Maybe a few hours, but not much more.
Okay. All right. Well,
What
yeah,
can we
thank-
say?
Thank you, Pacers. We can move on now.
Okay, let's do our 3 for me. You guys know how the 3 for me segment works.
I'm familiar.
Just
favorite
your top 3 in like a certain category, as
Okay.
if you're building a 3v3.
Like last week, we went over our favorite, what Star Wars characters we choose to make the most
cold. I
elite
gotcha.
3v3
This week
squad.
is similar. It's sitcom characters. So a sitcom is like The Office, Big Bang Theory, The Simpsons, something like that. So
I'm gonna enjoy this.
who do we want to start with? We want to start with the one of the captains.
Yeah, I'll start
or-
first.
you wanna-
No, you're not a captain.
I'm not gonna take Michael Scott. I'm gonna take Michael Scarn.
Who's
Because-
that?
Special Agent Michael
Michael
Scarn.
Scarn.
Special Agent Michael Scarn,
Threat
because
level midnight.
he just had a lot more. You know, he has a lot more skill compared to Michael
What is
Scott.
he from?
The Office.
He's from Threat Level.
Threat
Level Midnight. Yeah, check it out.
Never seen The Office.
I was not pre-given these questions, so I got to think
Yeah.
here for a minute. But
We can.
I think I'm definitely taking like Dwight Schrute just for his like knowledge. He knows. He knows
knows the
just about
game.
everything. Yeah,
And he eats healthy, so he's gonna be like a phenom. You know what I mean?
he will be.
I'll be taking Stanley for obvious reasons.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, yeah.
Like the superhero Stanley?
No.
No, from The Office.
I'm clearly behind.
I feel like Weston doesn't get what that
Stunner.
means.
I'm going to take the basketball machine himself, Michael Scott. Has to
Really?
be done.
Wow.
When he's playing, like when he plays basketball, it's not like rock and roll. It's like jazz. You know.
Do you think the Scarn was a better pick or the Scott?
I mean, Michael Scott
I've
described
seen-
himself as a basketball machine. Just
He
say
did.
that.
Yeah, and he doesn't lie. He doesn't lie.
Weston Europe.
It's crazy. You guys are just taking like the bottom of the barrel. Like you got to think bigger. Like I first pick, no question. Like right to my mind, Bob Duncan from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's a good
And it was just obvious too. Like I don't know how
That's
you
a
guys
good
missed
pick.
that. But like
Wow.
he clearly like has the ability to like.
He's a big
what
man.
season? Are we talking shredded Bob Duncan or like?
He's gotta
I think we're gonna go like season 2 Bob Duncan, like when he was really in his prime. Like it was nice to see him with guns and whatever, but like everyone liked his stomach.
When he was
better.
bulking.
Yeah, he was a big boy and like he made his presence felt in that court.
Team Bob's.
No one
Bugs
could guard
be gone.
Bob, and he's also got a nice 3-point stroke, so that helps too.
I bet he does. What? Next pick.
I'm gonna skip this one. I know we'll take it real quick. I gotta think.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Oh boy.
I really don't know any other characters.
Honestly, like sitcoms, not my thing. Besides, like really, The Office.
I gotta think. real quick.
I did watch some Good Luck Charlie, but
Sitcom.
Bob was a crazy pick.
Yeah, I know. I've already won with my first.
I
pick.
know. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
your
you-
team's already unstoppable.
literally.
He's a big man and he's an exterminator. Like he can get rid of everyone on the court.
Exactly.
Do you have a
Noble
pick?
knows.
Noble, what's your pick?
I've got one in mind. for
I'm
sure.
ready.
I'm gonna take what is it? The butler from Jesse.
Bertram.
Too far himself.
Yes.
Dude, that would be the greatest matchup of all time. Bertram versus Bob
I
Duncan.
know. Because like I needed a big man.
I wish I could think of this.
Like I don't think Madison Square Gardens could hold the capacity of like the fans that would show up to something like that.
All right, I'm gonna lock in my pick. George Cooper from Young Sheldon.
Whoa.
Oh, that's crazy. Young
He
Sheldon.
kind of go in that like the Bob Duncan Bertram group.
All right.
I don't know this guy.
I'm gonna-
but I'm sure he would.
You saw him.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I'm gonna go ahead from Parks and Rec. I'm gonna take the most manly man, Ron Swanson.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Is
go
it the
different
mustache
route.
guy?
Yeah,
No, that's.
he is. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought, that's right.
he coached some basketball on the show too, so you know he knows his stuff.
I don't think he wins in his coaching.
He's better as a player.
How many are we doing? 3 players?
yeah.
Yeah, you need
Not
two
much
more.
left.
Yeah, well, this is my favorite show, so I'll keep with Good Luck Charlie because most people just don't understand the amount of talent they had on one show. This is a crazy pick, but I'm gonna go with Mr. Dabney because no one ever
Mr. Dabney.
No one ever saw him. So like he would literally
He's
be a ghost.
sneaky,
He would,
yeah.
exactly. He'd be like a ghost on the court.
Mr.
Like people
Dabney.
would not even see him coming, but he would probably like.
I kind of
dunk
thought
it.
you were gonna pick Mrs. Dabney. That's who I had in my mind.
No, but Mr. just makes more sense.
That
because
makes total
no one's
sense.
ever seen him before.
He's probably intimidating too.
Oh, I'm sure he's like 6'8", like 250 at
That's
least.
a nasty team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we were already stacked, but
I'm
I
kinda-
thought Mr. Dabney would add.
I'm
some
kind of
nice
jealous of
depth
that team.
there.
I kind of want to get on the Good Luck Charlie trend.
Well, it's kind of my thing now. Why?
Can I become assistant coach
I
and
think I'm
drop
gonna-
my
I'm gonna-
players?
I would let you guys.
I mean, I've only seen a few. I kind of want to get on the trend. I'm gonna take who's that dude that moved in with PJ?
Oh my gosh.
Emmett?
Yeah.
No,
no,
Emmett's-
no, the fat guy.
Oh, Gravy?
Yeah,
I already
Gravy.
thought about Gravy.
I want Gravy. I want Gravy, and then I'll take Jim Halpert because I skipped my last one. That's a pretty good team.
Yeah,
Double
Jim was a
pick.
good pick.
Jim was a good player. He's good.
He was.
I'm gonna take another player from Jesse.
Okay.
The Indian boy?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was on there.
He was not.
Yes, he was.
I've seen every episode, Jesse.
He was on there.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes, he was.
They had Chris
Kareem?
Bosh. They had
Bosh
Chris
was?
Paul. I don't think they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Chris Bosh was on there?
Yeah.
I thought that. I'm almost positive Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm almost positive.
We'll
That's a
give
crazy-
him to you.
That's a
Should I
crazy
look it up
pull.
on the podcast right now?
You can. He was in a movie. Is it Airplane or
I
is it
feel like
Plane?
he was.
Which one?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a movie. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, I could go with
There's a
Shaq.
movie called Airplane, so maybe that's what it is.
I think. Yeah.
The 80s, like the 80s one?
Yeah. It's
It's
something
Airplane,
like that. It's old. My last pick's gonna be Mr. Kipling before it was Mrs. Kipling from Jesse.
I feel like
Oh,
really out of
don't
the loop.
reach.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Jesse or this
I've
other
never
show.
seen-
What's the
Can't win 'em
Good
all.
Luck Charlie's
I've
the
never seen
greatest
it.
Disney show of all
It
time.
is.
Never
Yeah.
seen it. I guess for my last pick, I'm gonna go ahead from Seinfeld, and I'm gonna take Kramer.
Really?
Oh, wow.
His entrances into the apartment are unmatched. Like he's gonna have so much energy, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm thinking of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from Full House.
Not Jesse.
I knew he was in a show, just not Jesse.
I didn't know he was in Full
Okay,
House.
I'm gonna take-
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from that other show. So
Take
same
Kareem.
guy.
Same Kareem, yeah. Does Full House count?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sitcom.
Okay, okay. I'm still taking Kareem. Just
Different sitcom.
yeah.
Oh, I could probably say I'm sure that any like basketball players made an appearance. I bet LeBron's been on some show. I'm just gonna stick with the Good Luck Charlie theme. And for the third and final pick for me, I'm probably gonna have to go with. I really like the guy that was the the manager of the play place where Teddy worked at.
Oh.
The guy with the little mustache. He was very strict about like making sure all the balls were counted for. But I liked that guy because I really think he had like the sass, that like the attitude basically that would really make a team like you would not want to like do anything to us. You would not want to mess with us. So between Bob, Mr. Dabney the ghost, and then like the attitude of I forget his name, but the guy everyone knows the glasses. He's kind of feminine.
Everyone knows
He's
him.
got an attitude. Yeah, everyone knows this guy. That guy, like this team, really would be unstoppable.
It's a good team.
I wouldn't even need to play. I would just be the coach or a fan, probably.
Do we even need to like act like Weston didn't win?
No, we don't
like,
need
be
to
like,
try.
I don't know a single one of his players. That's kind of crazy.
Fun fact, though, me and Weston actually share the last name with the Good Luck Charlie
Duncan.
characters, and that's
Oh yeah, I'm
So it's
proud.
team
every
Team
day.
Duncan.
We'd be Team Duncan. Team Duncan, even though two of those, one's Dabney and the other guy, I forget his name. We can get confirmation. You guys talk about something, I'll get the name.
okay. Why talk about something?
okay. Look at this. Thanks to also, let's give another shout out to Jeff for the cool podcast room we're looking at.
Why it's really good on the spot.
Yeah, he did great work here.
He did in a few
And
hours.
he did it. He did it with a full heart and clear eyes.
Walk us through that like 5-minute span where you're like, okay, I think we should do a podcast, and then
I think Isaiah had the podcast idea first.
yeah, maybe
But I really wanted to. If I have anything, if I'm part of anything, I want it to be really great.
Top of the
Yeah,
notch,
top of the
yeah.
notch. So that I showed my dad the Dude Perfect overtime podcast table.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, can you make this for me? And he said yes. So we got it together in like a few hours, and it was ever since.
straight to Home Depot.
Yeah, straight to Home Depot, dropped a few grand, and made it happen.
You got the name or what, Weston?
Oh, it's close. Almost there.
So taking some digging.
Some deep digging on IMDb. This guy's only made like one appearance on TV history, but we're almost there.
Noble, you got something to say? I mean, we are dying out here.
His name was Otto because it was Otto's Grotto. And it was named after him, Otto.
That's crazy. That's crazy you found that.
What's
I
this
don't
show
even know
from?
how you found that. Good luck, Charlie.
Good luck.
Otto.
Who
You
had
should
the-
watch it
wait,
tonight.
I gotta get for the clip. Who had the most elite squad? Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
So out of order.
Yeah.
It's gonna
That was
take so
pretty
much
bad.
editing.
That was pretty bad.
If anyone can figure it out, Isaiah can.
We can start talking about where we left off last episode. if
Isaiah,
want
do you have any more topics coming up here? Because there is something that's like I feel like kind of like controversial. It's like happening with the draft.
What's that? Let's
It's
talk
like
about
what-
it.
it's what's happening with Uncle Lon. I keep thinking about this. He's not going to have a single first round draft pick. He's a 2-time champion. He's coming up here. He had to give all of his drafts to the Shockers. Or this year, I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be.
He
Gabe.
made his trade.
It'll be Gabe Linneman. And of course he made this trade. It's not like he's a victim, but it's going to be crazy to see a team not have a first round draft pick.
For those of you at home who don't know who Uncle Lon is, it's a Juave guy we were talking about. He's the darker gentleman.
Yeah,
The guy
darker
that's
man.
his nickname.
The darker African American gentleman.
That's a long nickname.
Haitian.
The darker African American.
Everyone's uncle.
Everyone's
favorite uncle.
Yeah.
He's my.
I don't
favorite.
really even like have a take on that. You reap what you sow.
I think that he made his trade and he exchanged. He got rid of his next season picks to win that season. So it's not like
But
he got.
I've heard Lon was expecting that to like go out the window. He was expecting
That's
just
his
to get
fault.
his pick back.
Don't you
Lon's a-
think Gabe's
Lon's a-
team
that's
might
a
just
dirty
be
move.
like a little bit too overpowered? Though?
I don't know. I think
no, Gabe's not done anything. Just kidding.
His
He's
third
top 5.
His third best player is gonna be better than like
Juave's
half the league.
Juave's second best player.
Wait, guys, I want to get this off my chest. I'd like to take this time to apologize for the regard I made on Sworn Delay last episode. I called him the worst player in the league, and that was just a sick comment. Sick
It's nasty,
comment.
bro.
Nasty.
Sick world we live in.
Yeah. I don't even know what I was thinking. That's
Well,
like,
it was out of context.
it was out of context.
Yeah, those people on the internet have really just been pulling clips
Soren,
like
I
crazy.
know.
I'm not gonna. Soren probably was like one of the worst players in the league, but he played with heart.
He played hard.
Well,
Don't take that out of
Me and
context.
him are like the bottom. So like, I'm right there with you, Soren. Okay.
Why? The best way we can really like lift Soren up right now is by taking someone down. So it's like if Soren's not the worst, who is? Like we gotta name it right now.
That's such a good point, dude.
Crazy.
Who's the worst player in the
Did we
league?
just start naming shout-outs?
No, like
Yeah,
we can't,
go
we
ahead,
can't,
go
we-
crazy.
Oh, who's
Okay.
the worst player in the league?
Who?
Worst player in the league?
Yeah.
Your top 2 worst players in the league.
It was good.
No, we're not
How
doing
about
this.
everybody gives their worst player in the
No,
league?
we're not doing this.
Dude, we're gonna get like
We're not trying to offend half the player base.
it's half of our player base.
We're gonna offend 10 people right now.
If they're bad enough, they won't be
Hey,
back
you don't have to
anyway.
leave it out if we don't say a name. This can still, it can just, people can know that like they might be on our minds, but
Yeah.
they'll never know. But it just gives motivation to play harder.
For the playoffs, how many teams should make it? If we have 12 teams,
Half.
6 teams. That's like we did last year.
Or you do.
It needs to be
or you do
8.
like
Yeah, 8.
No, it
seven
can be
te-
6. It can
I
be
think-
6. We had
I
6
almost think you
last
should
year.
do 7 teams like the NFL, like
One.
top seed, bye, and then the 6.
Dude, but if you did
That'd
top
be kind of
seed,
crazy.
if you did
What?
top seed bye, yeah, that could work actually. Yeah.
That means they have 2 games.
What is that? What do you mean?
Because if it's top seed
'Cause,
by,
yeah,
if it's 16,
semifinal.
Yeah, Noble might not
Yeah,
look it, but he's
exactly.
a bright fella. That's a great idea.
I think it should be 8.
It's got to be 6 or 7. I feel.
8, man. 8, because it's a quarterfinals, semifinals,
But I like
finals.
having a bye for the top team
Yeah, I
because
do
like you're
too.
gonna really have to earn it this
You
year.
need a reward for getting that top seed.
You do.
It's just the playoffs are going to be
You need
so
rest.
quick. Like they're going to be so fast.
No, it'll be
Okay, how many series are the games?
1.
Okay,
Not 3 game.
I think
No,
it's
it's like
I think 3 game would be
series then.
great.
I think it should.
I
be
feel like
3
that
too.
like takes away like you know how March Madness is so great because it's like one game, everything's on the line. With NBA, like I love NBA more than college, but let's be honest, no one watches the NBA playoffs.
I haven't
Nobody
watched
watches
in years.
You might-
Exactly. You tuned
It
in
is
for March
7
Madness.
games though.
The last
You
last
tune in for
playoffs I
March
watched was was like 2016 Cavaliers beating the Warriors or Warriors beating Cavaliers.
So it's been
something like that.
9 years since you tuned in.
The
to
thing
NBA.
about that is the March Madness starts off with 64 teams. We're starting off with 7 or 6, so we're
like the
getting
7
way
idea.
less games.
people don't underestimate like we don't have enough time to do a bunch of series though. Like our season, like we really don't have as many
What
weeks.
if during
as
the
you think.
playoffs though you did it on different days? So like that team,
Or
the
you just do a
whole
playoffs.
day
We
was like
could,
on
but
the
then-
spotlight on them.
Wait, Landon, why can't we play all year?
Because we have some
School.
people who
called-
are very uncommitted.
Oh, wait, is it because we play outdoors and the weather gets cold?
That's true. That's part of it.
That's why
there
we're
was-
starting a GoFundMe to make it
GoFundMe.
yeah, make it a GoFundMe to start an indoor court. I'm sure Isaiah will pop something up.
The
Somewhere.
links up there, yeah.
I don't even know.
You're acting like we're like very sick. Like we just like we need like money bad.
Weston, do you have a severe case of
Tourette
syndrome?
I do have Tourette syndrome, so you can donate. I mean, instead of donating to the Tourette's Foundation, you can just send it right to.
Yeah,
their
we'll
vendor.
Weston will take
send it
care
to
of
them.
that.
Did any of you guys watch the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game?
No.
Yes, I watched the clip.
It was the worst thing I've ever
Landon
seen in
showed
my
me the
life.
Spurs using their brains, and I loved it.
I saw
love it.
Mac McClung
Yeah, that was
winning
so
dunk,
dope.
and that was it.
I've never been more proud of the Spurs in my life.
Dude, that annoyed me so much that they disqualified them.
You know, like when there were sources that say Wemby like asked multiple league officials beforehand if it was okay, and they okayed it. But they were like the league was gonna look so bad if the Spurs get away with that.
Yeah, I feel like if they weren't the first team, they might. No, they probably would've got disqualified no matter what.
I love that idea. Like I've had that idea so many times. I'm glad that it's my team that actually implemented it.
Yeah,
The genius.
Wimby's got brains like no one I've ever seen.
Do you guys have any ideas for how our All-Star game should be? Like our All-Star day or weekend should be way better than.
I think it should be like 2
How?
or 3 teams, and
I
like you
mean-
play like a round robin style.
3 would be great. And can I?
I think
am
you
allowed to
should
say?
give a little like sneak.
like
peek.
half. Maybe name a player.
I might have to go all in.
Okay, go all
Okay,
in.
so we were thinking about for our All-Star to partner with a league called SSL. Is it just SSL? We were
There's 2 leagues, right?
yeah, the first league is called SSL, and the second one's called Major Sports League, and they have one of the best players of all time.
No way. Who is the player?
Big Red.
Big
They have
Red.
Big
Red.
Red.
Big
Yeah.
Red. They've got Big Red.
How-
hey,
Dad,
Dad.
how
Hey,
is
Dad,
Big
what
Red in his
Big Red
prime? We need to get him out here.
Yeah, Big Red. If you're watching this, please, please.
We're
be here
gonna
for
we're gonna
All-Star
do it right.
weekend.
We could have like a team from each league and make it like a tournament style.
Best 3 players of each.
It's gonna be so cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think
Like
it's
the
gonna
best
be
3
good
players.
publicity. that they
I'm gonna
should-
say right now to you other leagues, you guys are gonna get whooped. I've seen your guys' clips.
I mean,
They don't have an Uncle Lon.
if
They don't have an
But
Uncle
we don't
Lon.
have a Big Red.
Exactly. There's no who's gonna stop Big
We
Red?
have a
No
big
one
son.
can.
We have
No
a
one
big
Have you
son.
seen the videos like how do you stop Big Red? And all the comments are just like you don't.
You don't stop him.
I just think it's gonna be like a collab like no one's ever seen. Like 3 of the biggest sports leagues this side
It's
of
gonna be crazy.
the country. It's crazy.
Are we doing it just like within our league sports All-Star game?
No, like we're bringing in teams from those
So there
2
won't
leagues.
be no All-Star game just for our league.
No.
We could.
You leaving?
I just had an idea for that. I
What's
was like,
going on, Noble?
Noble did not like this idea.
It's not what he's doing.
Noble.
There's not water that way.
that's crazy. He's heading in a part of the house where there's no water but the toilet.
I've never seen someone just leave the podcast.
Why did he do that?
I asked him earlier. I said,
Title.
I said like, no, you better not get up to use the bathroom, and he said I won't.
There he goes.
That's crazy.
I gotta get a drink of water.
We got a good like title now. Announcing our new captain, he walks off the set. Make a good clip.
How are you back?
Yeah, that's
Noble?
crazy.
Where did you go? From where?
You didn't. There's no way you needed a drink that bad.
The sink?
There's a refrigerator right there.
Talking this much just made me very thirsty.
We're in the
Sun's
palm.
beating.
Well,
I'm
at least,
back.
At least you look good.
Thanks, guys.
What
Thanks
are
for the support.
what are some ways we can spice up our All-Star weekend / day? Like they do the skills competition, 3-point competition. What do you guys want to see?
I think we have to have a dunk
Yeah,
contest.
8.5
Have to.
foot.
for sure.
Critical to have a dunk contest with our 8.5-foot hoops.
I think we can probably skip the skills competition, to be honest.
For sure.
Seems
I hate
stupid.
Or make it way better because theirs is terrible.
We could do a 3-point contest, but it had to be modified because we don't have corners.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Red would probably have to shoot from the other 3-point line.
How do you guys think Big Red's game will adjust? He plays on a mini hoop like inside, kind of like
How many hoop? And he's going to be using a regulation ball.
Yeah,
like what you
regulation
said,
ball.
I don't want to think about
I
it.
don't want it. I don't want
We
to
don't-
picture it. It won't be pretty.
For us.
I know. He's going to dominate.
how are we gonna stop him?
How tall is this guy?
He's like, I've heard rumors he's 6'8". I don't know.
He's
Exactly.
a direct descendant of
Last season.
Goliath.
The only way you can defeat this guy is with a slingshot. You know what I mean?
He's Goliath.
What you guys said? Is that good? Huh? I said the only way you can defeat this guy is with a slingshot.
Yo.
He's a direct offspring of
'Cause he's like-
Goliath.
yeah, exactly.
He is a
I
giant.
was pretty proud of that one.
I'm
Did you,
scared.
did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Who'd you guys want to win? Like it's a question.
Whoever one wanted to win, the Eagles.
99% of America was rejoicing.
You're the
The mayor who can't
she was
spell
like,
Eagles.
E-G-L-S.
E-J-G-L-E. Eagles.
Who did that? The Philadelphia mayor?
The Philadelphia mayor couldn't
No
spell
way.
Eagles.
It's
That's-
okay
I
if you
didn't
can't
see
spell,
that.
but don't be a mayor and can't spell.
She
Don't
was
do
so
it out
confident.
loud.
She was so confident too.
To a
No,
woman?
man, the
I thought you said it was a mayor.
It was the mayor she's a woman.
Spell it with me.
E-G-L.
I didn't see that clip. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Go check it out, guys. It's funny.
We need to link that clip below.
You'll get a good
That
laugh.
was such a beautiful day, though. How did you guys feel when you finally saw the clock hit 0?
I
That
hadn't
Chiefs-
slept so good in 3 years.
I know.
Like 2 years in a row, I just remember very specifically like that pain I felt when they won.
I know it was like every day too.
It
Like
was just hideous. Like it's just disgusting seeing them win.
I know,
Good,
I
like-
hate all my friends and family rubbing it in, because they're all big Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
Good was good conquered evil that day.
You think God had his hand on like
Yes,
the Eagles?
Who can say?
Saquon.
I think so.
But I know for
Every
a fact
video
the
I see
Chiefs
of
will never
Saquon,
make it back to the Super
I
Bowl.
like
They may
him
not
more.
never, but they won't make it back.
It'll be a long time.
They at least won't win a Super Bowl for
They'll probably be back.
another 20 years.
Is Patrick
hope so.
Mahomes washed?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's done. He's seen the
I
best
think
days of
Kansas
his career.
City needs to
think-
draft their backup plan.
Wait, I want to go down the
They
line
need
here.
to.
Do you guys
I
think
it's time to rebuild.
do you think I could have done better than Patrick Mahomes in that game?
No.
As long as you didn't throw like
No.
multiple pick sixes.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes had like one of the worst games I've ever seen.
I know Patrick Mahomes still had over 3 seconds,
think
and
he-
in the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow had under 3, and Joe Burrow didn't look that bad.
Yeah, no one said like, oh, the Bengals only lost because the offensive line like screwed them. Some people did, but like
Not many.
all the Chiefs fans are making excuses like, oh, our offensive line is washed. Like,
No, the offensive line was way better than the Bengals.
exactly, way better. Like Joe Burrow got sacked like 8 times or something,
Yes.
or 7 times.
The Eagles' defense was crazy, and also Patrick Mahomes wasn't even the worst player on the field that day. We can't forget who really was the worst player, Travis Kelce.
Oh,
Big
my-
Trav.
so bad. It's time
One
for
of
him
the
to
worst things I've
retire.
ever seen in my life, and it was beautiful. Like I said, I could almost cry tears of joy watching that, and like probably Taylor Swift was crying, like just everything about that day.
He's a bad player, and his podcast isn't great.
I'm sure it's not.
We have a
Jason
better
Kelce is
podcast
cool.
already.
They did make a decent Christmas album though.
They did, dude.
I will give them that.
It's
Yeah.
good.
We'll give
was
him
pretty
that.
We'll probably cook up one of those too.
You think Andy Fee's retiring?
I can only hope, but
This
if he's
is-
not retiring, his heart
guys,
will.
This is a basketball podcast.
Okay, let's get back.
What aspect of the league are you most excited about this upcoming season?
What aspect?
Yeah, what aspect?
Like just like something
The
new we get?
All-Star game. I want to collab with these other leagues. Like I think it'll be like an event like no one's ever seen.
I'm excited for opening day. Opening day is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
I can't release too much, but
Have we
I'm
announced who's
excited
singing
for
the
the
national anthem?
fans. I'm really excited for the fans.
How many people do you think will be at the game?
Hundreds.
The
Hundreds?
fans really make the environment. If you win a game and nobody's there, it doesn't really you don't feel anything. But when the fans are cheering your name, that's when things get.
It's going to be more electric than Rep Arena.
Yeah,
don't know what that
What's
is.
Rep Arena?
Weston?
Is that Kentucky?
Yeah, that's where Kentucky plays.
What is it, Isaiah?
really.
Kentucky?
What? You're asking me?
You just said my name. You said Weston.
Yeah. What aspect are you most excited about?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I think I'm most excited for I'm excited to see the channel grow throughout the year, or not the channel, the page or whatever, Instagram.
All of it.
Excited to see our viewers and our fans grow throughout the league as we start to put out content consistently, and then to be able to see each team begin to grow their own fan base. So it's not like I'm a 3-and-A fan, like I'm a Palms fan or I'm a Dunk Dynasty fan,
Yeah.
and
That's
people
exciting.
come to the game just for us.
Are we ever going to have a fantasy league?
Even if that
Or
doesn't
that would
happen,
be
people are
crazy.
watching.
We could set
online
that
for
up.
us. Maybe eventually we'll even have merch. I know we've mentioned that.
merch
People
probably
want
comes
Palms
soon.
jerseys because we're the team.
We're definitely gonna have merch.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the NBA, no one walks around with an NBA shirt. It just says NBA on it. It's always a team.
Something I think might be important for the league though is to keep the same teams around. Think about it.
Yeah,
If the Spurs
exactly.
change their name every 3 years, no one would root for them.
That's true.
It's even if I'm long gone, I think the Palms need to stick around. We get the rights at the beginning to choose the names, but I think these are the teams that need to stick around for the
Yeah.
foreseeable
Kind of like how
future.
Cobra Kai never
100%.
dies.
Because
Cobra Kai
people need
never
to
dies.
know
Palms
these
never die.
names and they need to be household names.
I have a feeling you'll probably have the most viral one
Yeah.
out of everyone, probably.
I agree.
Instagram or
Well, with
The
all the
Palms have
the
social
balloon
media-wise.
animals and the fog machines, people are gonna want to watch the Palms.
people will want to see us.
Is it do you have a budget for the amount of fog machines you're gonna buy?
No, it's undisclosed amount. Most people are spending money on trades. I'm spending all my money on effects and stuff.
Fog machines.
Yeah.
Just
Roll the dice on the train.
Noble, are you liking the fog machine idea?
Very much so.
Do you have any plans like that for Dunk Dynasty?
Yeah, I would love that. Maybe have a duck fly out from the fog.
that's great.
What?
You gonna lean
So you're
into the
adopting the fog? I should have never disclosed my plan.
Dude, you should your team should paint your face as camo, like you're going
That
duck
would
hunting.
be
Oh, that would be
awesome.
cool.
Before every game, roll around in the mud,
That would
Yeah.
be covered.
Go in the
Head to
woods
toe.
and get all
Hairy.
dirty.
Yeah, get all hairy.
Get all hairy.
All hairy.
come out of the woods, Harry. That's what happens when you go in there.
That was our
Like
favorite.
Sasquatch.
That's my second favorite Noble's. Nope, second favorite quote for Noble. Did we already disclose that last week?
No, I don't
It
think
was
so.
one of the players threw the ball to the woods, and he had to go into because he was angry, so he had to go into the woods to get the ball. And Noble looks at us. Noble looks at us and says, "I hope he doesn't come out all hairy."
What does that mean?
we were like, "Where's the hair coming?"
What?
I don't. Maybe a Bigfoot attack.
A Bigfoot attack.
Something
A
like
that what you're thinking?
Bigfoot mutation.
Okay.
Mutination?
We can go with
Mutation.
we'll go with the
Mutation.
captains. Weston, what's your biggest strength and your biggest weakness as a captain?
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't say that the right way. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. It just caught me off guard. I don't think about those things. I just think of my strengths,
Oh, that's cool.
My strength would be
That's cold.
my strength would be bringing the energy to our team. We're going to be hype. We're going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Maybe my weakness would be sometimes maybe I will feel like I need to dominate and I realize it's a team. We're a team. The Palms are a team. So like that could be my weakness is being more of a team player. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm hoping that I have such good players that I don't have to worry about that. But if we have a bottom of the barrel guy,
I tried too hard. I care too much.
it could be tempting to
Michael Scott,
get the ball to him less.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
We'll see.
Noble, what about yours? Biggest strength, biggest weakness?
I think my strength is my strength,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I
and my
agree with that.
weakness is my weakness. Like
Nah,
I have a few
I don't-
weaknesses.
I've never
That
heard
is
I
like
have
the
a few
coldest
Not
line
long
I've
about
ever-
that answer.
I have a few weaknesses, but I don't want to disclose because I don't want to be scouted already.
That's
I feel like some captains could be watching.
I feel like Noble's
scout.
strength.
They
is like,
will be.
I think one of Noble's strengths like his driving, like getting his teammates safe to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. People underestimate that.
That's definitely.
Like if you don't make it to the game, you can't play.
you can't win.
That's crazy.
I'll be their chauffeur and their
driving.
captain.
Exactly. It's crazy. Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
No, I
Yes,
might want to get
exactly.
drafted now just so I can make it to the game safely. I mean, I live at the house, but like if I have to go out like to the store or something, like,
Hey, I could give you a piggyback ride.
Okay, that works too.
Okay.
What?
How do you guys plan on preparing your teammates for the upcoming season? Obviously, yours is driving them.
For me, it's gonna be I'm the owner of this facility, so I have access to the court 24/7. So whoever's on my team, we will have daily practices, and it will set us up for success.
Daily in the summer? I
Daily,
mean, some people are busy,
yeah.
bro.
Daily at least.
Busy
I want
with this
to be,
league.
I want this is like this to be the thing that people are busy with compared to being busy with other things, so they can't make it here. I want them to be busy here, can't make it to other things.
People should not make excuses.
Exactly.
Like, I quit my job for this. This is my full time.
I did too.
For myself, like getting prepared, I think is my biggest skill. Like I'm
I would
gonna
agree.
scout like with the film we're gonna have this season. I will have it like unlimited film to watch on teams.
It's gonna be unhealthy for Landon.
And
Yeah.
I'm also gonna establish like my own set of like data that tracks like every single player's shot, so I know where everyone's strength and weakness.
New technology.
What do
Wait,
you do?
give them
Landon's I knew he was going to take this too
Landon,
far.
for an example, give them.
It's never. It's not over until you say it's over.
Give
It's
them
never
an
too
example
far.
of how many times you've watched the previous championship games combined.
So like they say like they only have a couple hundred views. That's fake. That's false because I've watched them more than that myself.
Are you serious? Like honestly?
I watch it at least 2 or 3 times a week,
All the way through?
all the way through.
Both of them.
both
to
of
this
them.
day, 2 or 3
You
times
like
a
the
week.
second one? I guess
Second
you
one
had a
is my
good game.
favorite.
You guys should not.
I should have won
that.
Finals MVP.
Is that
I'm
where
so
they
mad
played
about
Jace?
that.
It's very
Yeah.
controversial.
Who'd you play the first
First
game?
game was against Lobos. Second one is still.
Wyatt
I'm still,
Linneman.
dude. I'm mad at like I was the leading scorer of the game, won the game, and I somehow didn't get Finals MVP.
Who did they go to? Joave?
No, I went to Jace.
I hope you guys
guys
get
On
back
the losing
together
team,
next
that's
season.
crazy.
The losing team never gets the MVP.
Exactly. I don't know what happened.
Who voted?
I was,
Jace wasn't
I
even the
don't
best
know.
player on the court that day, and he was on the losing team.
He was definitely the best player on the court.
I was scammed, dude.
Landon,
Justice for LK.
I think Landon
the
scored
poet.
more points.
Landon
I
might have
had-
scored more points.
I had more points, but Jace was the better player probably.
But Landon did win the game. I'm not going to say who I think should have got it, but
I think
Say
Randy
it.
should have got it. I gave it to the wrong person. It's because like you won, you deserved it. The losers don't get it.
Yeah, did Patrick Mahomes get the Super Bowl MVP? No.
Well, he wouldn't
Patrick
get it either
Mahomes
way.
sucks.
No.
He's trash.
He wouldn't have got it if they won.
They should have gave it to Harrison Bucker. He never missed.
He is good.
He was crazy. It was like a guarantee.
I don't like him. The question I'll answer for my team, it's about like building camaraderie. Like we have to make sure like we are separate from the league, and like people know that. Like we have our own little parties and like tub time. Like we'll go to hot
Tough time. I want to join.
You
Can
get
I join?
access if you're on the palms because it's like like well, maybe we'll bring a palm tree out there. I don't know. Like who knows what we'll
You
do?
guys gonna,
Maybe
like,
drink
you
out of
guys gonna, like,
coconuts.
drink yeah.
Margaritas, ukuleles.
I mean,
and
we'll have
tub
to see.
time?
I do play the ukulele, so that maybe that'll work. But we'll probably just go out, and, like maybe go to Hawaiian Bros and eat, or
wanna be in the
I mean,
palms.
Canes isn't Hawaiian, but we gotta have Canes. So we'll probably just take the team out for meals and like do just a bunch of crazy things.
On you?
Like
I
bonding.
mean, maybe it'll be on me. Maybe we'll take turns. Like we're a team here. I'm the captain, but like I still expect them to serve me every now and then.
Sir.
What master do you serve?
Exactly.
What is that from? The Star Lord?
Avengers Endgame or
Yeah.
Infinity War?
What master do you serve?
I can't believe you found that.
I
account.
I supposed to
like the
say?
one from Walmart. The guy.
Oh, he ate my receipt.
And then what do you say? Like what?
What role do you play
What role
here?
do you play? Yeah, exactly. He ate my receipt.
That
They're
guy's
like,
better.
sir, you are crazy. They didn't believe him.
No, they didn't believe him at
Seen
all.
that video. That's funny.
Ireland boys, shout out to them. I think our podcast.
Did they
is more-
invent the air horn on the golf course, or was that someone else?
I think they did.
I think they invented the air
They
horn.
invented like everything,
That's a classic video.
If you could think of anything, it was the
like the
Ireland
light
boys.
bulb.
No, but how are you gonna prepare this season? Like everyone else pretty much answered. Like prepare your team for games.
Team bonding and watching film is the biggest.
Is that how you guys are going to bond? Is
How are you,
film?
Yeah,
how are
we're
you
gonna
prepare
bond.
for opening day because there's not going to be any film. Just the first part, the bonding.
Yeah, the bonding.
Let's see. Like after draft day, what's your greeting to your players?
probably just. I mean, I'm thinking that night we'll go out to dinner,
Buy him some
get our
steaks.
tums full. Yeah, buy him some steaks. We'll have a good time.
Like unlimited Korean barbecue.
Possibly if we can find somewhere.
An idea,
The Palms will join if it's Korean barbecue.
Okay.
an idea just came to me, like on draft night. Like we have to have, like when the captains are there, they need to call like the player they draft. Like it's like the NBA or the NFL, and they like you're like,
Start crying.
can you call your players?
You did it,
Noble? And
Mason.
You're like, yes, Noble. We won the Dunk Dynasty, and they start like crying, hugging their family members.
That'd be great. If we had like a camera in their home.
We
like,
gotta get a
recording their
video
home.
of
No,
one
we
of the
need
players
people.
doing
We need
that.
all the
We have
players
to.
at the facility.
Oh, they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
That's the goal.
We need to get a video of like one of the players actually like hugging their family members, like watching it on the TV.
We should
crying.
invite all their family.
Dude, my whole family, extended family, everyone's gonna be there.
Are you serious?
No, but
No, we
It's a big
we
deal.
obviously need
I'll
it. but we
try to
need
get.
people.
I'll try to get some.
We need people.
Are we having cheerleaders?
No.
At least
they
it wouldn't be
elite?
a cost to the league. Like maybe they could just come for free.
Yeah, we'd love to have them out.
Exactly.
Get some publicity.
We haven't
Grow
even
their
talked about,
following.
We haven't even talked about what we said we'd start the next episode with from the last episode.
What
Well,
did
let's get to it.
So
I
what?
think we need to be wrapping up, not
So-
getting to it.
How many minutes are we at?
50, but take out maybe 10.
Yeah.
So we're on time.
least.
Let's get to this
probably
last
time to wrap
subject
it
here.
up.
The thing
But-
we started with our reactions to our publicity and like growing.
Yeah, going viral.
Yeah. It was just us, you know. It all started at a Culver's, just me putting down 3 to 4. I think I got down 3 ice creams that day, and we were talking about the league, and our goal was, I think we said this last episode, but it was to get 1,000 followers at the end of the month. But we ended up destroying that and get like 32,000.
The first hour.
30,000. I don't think we get to 30. But yeah, it was just constant messages that night. Constant every 100 followers we sent out a message. Like that was a new goal for us, but then it went to every 1,000 followers because we just kept growing so rapidly.
I got my mom texted in our family group chat with like my whole family.
What'd she say?
Your brother made a video and he got 30,000 views overnight
Really? 30?
in our family group chat or something
What
like that.
was people were like, wow.
No one.
Are you talking like
reacted to
family,
it.
like grandma, uncles?
No, but my family group chat's pretty big.
Did you really? So you guys all started to see the snakes like come out of the woodwork after
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Nobody that
dropped
wanted
me.
anything to do with you like started wanting a piece of the pie at that point.
Is that what happened with some players?
Oh yeah, that happened.
Michael.
Michael.
We've already seen the snakes for sure. We don't have to be named, but we know who they are.
Is Michael Andy still making an appearance?
I
He's a league player.
I could just tell he kind of wanted to like he
was
went
a
from not
committed
wanting
player.
to
My teammate, past 2 seasons.
Do you think you're?
worked well.
I don't know if I should ask that, but do you think you're gonna pick him again, or is he at least like, it's in your mind a little bit?
Every player is in my mind.
That was cool.
I'm not going to
He doesn't even
judge.
try. He just
No judgment towards any player. I'm going to evaluate. I have a clipboard. I'm going to go through my points and evaluate, and how they perform is going to be how they drafted and how I value them.
we
Are you
won't
gonna
get to
be-
see any performance though.
No,
Like,
draft combine.
Yeah, draft.
Yeah.
combine.
Draft combine.
what is that? I've never been. What is that?
So it'll be like all the players will come out. They'll do like all sorts of drills, like their vertical jump, their 40-yard dash, bench press.
And it's gonna be here on
Yes,
camp
they'll
on property.
they'll scrimmages, and everything will be tracked for the captains to be evaluating their
Oh,
players.
so the captains won't hop in and play. We're just gonna.
No,
watch.
the captains will
Yeah.
be just over on the
I
sideline.
like this
Boards.
idea. Okay,
Polos,
Yeah.
clipboards.
Yep, you're the scout team.
cool.
So Weston, how was it for you looking from the outside in to like the growth?
Yeah, like I'm on the outside. Like me and Noble are captains, but you guys are the owners. You guys are the ones that have built this thing from the ground up. I just get to come in here and reap the benefits now. But it's been cool to see. I haven't really enjoyed it because I haven't, like I said, I haven't. This is the first time my face has been shown any kind of 3-and-A thing. But I'm excited for what the league will hold.
At
for
what
us.
amount of followers were you impressed?
I think I was impressed when it hit like probably. It was like one of the big milestones, like 15K.
10K.
First night was
I feel like
impressive
1,000
with
was
like
big.
4,000.
4,000 followers.
I think I was like impressed. Was like, whoa, it's hitting like 20K. I think it was at 19K for a little bit,
Yeah.
and I was like, whoa, it's about to hit 20, and then it hit 20, and I was like, man, this is legit. Because for Instagram, that's a lot. So
Yeah.
I was proud of you guys. I thought it was really cool that you made it there. But I think by the summer we'll hit 100K should be all of our goals. And we
That's
all
the
get to
goal.
contribute now. Like it was you guys up to this point, but once summer comes, it's about like the hype that we bring to the league as team leaders.
I really appreciate some of your ideas. It's gonna be
Yeah,
it's
we,
gonna be
good.
big for the league.
Yeah.
we got to hit 100K by August. Anything less is a failure.
By August, I
That's-
think that's a given because
Oh,
like
yeah.
when we start
By
like
this
pumping out
season.
like highlights and stuff, like that's gonna be where the real viewers
Oh, yeah,
are from.
for sure.
That's where-
Especially once Big Red comes around. Like at that
Big
point,
Red
we
is-
might hit 1 million.
yeah.
I don't
Do
know.
we have more followers than Big Red?
No.
No,
we
no one
we,
does.
we have more followers in the SSL, not the other league.
it's not a competition though. We're like partnering with these guys pretty much. Like we want everyone to grow and
Does Big Red
and
have a
benefit.
But we want to
background
be
in
bigger than
basketball?
you.
Big Red
Yes.
has the
He
Noble,
has
you
to.
seem like a hater, Noble.
I'm not a hater. I'm just curious because I don't know these answers.
Noble, you
Well, I
better
mean,
get in
like-
that game so you can guard him. Back up all this talk.
Yeah, dude. For the All Star,
That
we're
can you-
definitely gonna have a thing where like we send like a survey out to each player, and he gets to vote like 2 players or 3 players that he thinks should be on the team. Because like that's the only really like fair way to do it. I feel like.
You don't think we should go fan voting?
I think fans should get a part just like the NBA, where so like the NBA is set up where 25% of the voting is towards the fans. So we could do something like that where half it's fans, half it's our votes.
Yeah. Wyatt is showing Noble big red highlights.
Look at Noble's face. I literally see his lip quivering.
And you'll notice those videos, like their videos get no views
Yeah,
unless Big
that-
Red's
that
it. Or not
14
no views.
14 million views from
You guys
Big
do a
Red.
good job.
It's crazy. Wait, was he a lefty?
No, he's righty.
He is a righty.
He's righty.
He starts
He's
off right
ambidextrous.
there, and he,
That's
I think he
crazy.
starts off right in that video and ends up left in one of the videos.
That's like overpowered.
Both
So,
hands.
You just-
he keeps you guessing.
Has your perspective on Big Red changed slightly?
A little bit.
He's
Not
named
much.
after an angry bird.
Whoa.
Wow.
Have you seen his range, Noble? He shoots like from halfway across like the room.
He's had success in
I don't
every
know
league.
how big that court was though, because
He's-
some outdoor courts are like.
It's a
Who do
big
you think our
basement.
Big Red is? Like, who's some players that'll be iconic characters? Like, Big Sun will probably be one.
I was gonna say a player. I don't know if I should.
Uncle Lon.
I was gonna say like a player that physically.
Oh.
Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Okay, yeah, Uncle Lon's kind of like our guy. Like
But
that's their guy.
He's not
Uncle-
flashy for the camera. He's just like
He could
he'll
be
get
for
cool
highlights.
dunks. He'll get cool dunks, but he like won't go to the camera. and do
Yeah, we
it
need like a
dance.
charismatic
Yeah,
guy
like-
with like charisma.
I think I'd be
I
perfect.
think it's gonna be Weston.
I think I'd be perfect if I was really good at basketball. I'd be the perfect guy.
There's gonna be a lot of. I hope like a lot of players step up their game and really just like really bring the entertainment value this year.
I hope
Can-
so too.
Anyone do
Yeah,
cartwheels?
it's kind of like WWE. It's as much about entertainment as it is talent. Like we want to have people that have that charisma.
Yeah, except ours isn't like scripted or faked or anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
We wrap it up
Yeah,
here.
wrap it up.
Yeah, we
You guys have any parting
dying.
words for the fans?
Okay, well, I
Can
mean,
we have words for the fans?
Parting words.
Like, subscribe, share.
There it is. You heard it here.
Five-star review.
You want to like make any big statements? Like
Profound.
give a pitch to sponsors just for fun. Why they should sponsor us.
Chong's and Paducah.
Oh my gosh, Chong's, please! All 3 locations, get them here. Like we will
give you big
we'll
shout
eat it
outs.
We'll eat it on the podcast even. Like
We'll
that
eat
would-
it during the game.
what if we could get them to make a location here? Would you like?
Oh my
that would make
gosh.
your life.
Dude,
In the
when we get
backyard.
our indoor arena, have it inside.
I'd also-
that would
inside.
be crazy.
I'd like
Chong's,
to-
if you hear this, please. Like I'm not joking. Like I'm not like I'm begging on my knees.
I'd like to shout out Dockside Days.
Stop shouting. No,
No,
just
stop
give a pitch.
shouting out.
Say like
that
why
too many
someone should.
No, just say
why
like
someone should
in general like
sponsor
why
us.
sponsors should want.
Like,
to
I know
partner
why people
with
should.
us.
It's a low investment opportunity, right? Like there's a lot of reward that could come out of this. You're giving your support to someone that's not requiring much of you right now, and it could reap a lot of benefit for you. Like after the end of the summer, we're expecting over 100,000 followers. That's a lot of exposure that you could receive by just simply, sponsoring
Providing
us,
food.
by branding us. Like give us some stuff for free, we'll rep it, and then you guys will definitely. Make
If you're a
money.
hydration drink brand, low risk, high reward stuff.
I want. That's my favorite sports drink of all
You
time.
guys
That'd be
gotta
great.
stop
What if
shouting
there was
out
a strawberry drink?
No, it's the blue one, dude.
What if they made a strawberry? Then?
I don't know if it would
You
be.
don't know.
Roll the outro.
The blue is good.
Strawberry would hit, but dude, the blue.
Thanks
Best-
for listening to episode 2.
What?
Give everyone a round of applause.
Outro. You made it this far. You deserve a round of applause.